Henry Timmons coming to you from Keller Williams Realty Solutions here in Port Credit with what comes across the wire and a couple of other things. The Royal Bank of Canada has increased mortgage rates by 20 basis points, and all the other banks are following in line with that. And is this a trend? And does it matter? And that's the most important thing. Why are you buying a house? Or why are you selling a house? If you're selling the house, there's more than money. There has to be more than money as a reason to sell the house. If you're selling your house, it's because you want to move, you want to downsize to a smaller place, there's problems in the family, whatever it is. But it's not just, oh, the prices might drop, so let me sell the house and collect the money. It's always some other reason. And the same thing with buying a house. You buy a house because you want a place to live. And yes, there will be fluctuations in the market, but in the long run, does it really matter that much? You want a home for your family, and that's the most important thing. 95% of the people that own homes right now, they don't really they like to know that their house is worth a certain amount, but really they have absolutely no interest in selling because they're going to get $1.5 million for their house. They just like their house. It's nice to know that it's worth that much, but if it was worth three-quarters of a million like it was 2 years ago, they're happy with it there too because they're not going anywhere. And that's the way you have to think about it. If you want to buy a house, you don't think about, oh, what if the price drops? Well, you're not going to be selling in 6 months' time. You're buying a house for your wife and your family, or your husband and your family, or whatever the situation is. And that is the most important thing. So, if you are considering buying a house, by the way, and here's just a point, the Ontario Superintendent of Financial Institutions is suggesting that they might make a regulation saying that banks have to be a little bit more stringent in their requirements for a mortgage, that you will have to be approved for not just whatever the mortgage rate is now, but for something that might be up to 200 basis points higher just in case. Well, until they come up with that thing, maybe you should consider the same thing. If you're considering getting a pre-approval for a mortgage, tell them, you know, put the thumb on the scale, get it a little bit heavier, get approved for a disaster, just in case. If the interest rates were to go up a full percentage point or 2 percentage points, you should know that you should be able to handle it when it ever happens. Anyhow, that's my thought for the day. And so don't overthink the thing. Don't overthink it. If you're thinking of buying a house, buy it. Don't wait. I know so many people 20 years ago said, "Oh, I'm going to wait until the prices drop," and they never bought. And they're still living in an apartment, which is difficult. So I'm rambling on a little bit. Henry Timmons, 905-334-0999. You can text me as well, or check out henryhomes.ca, and I'll talk to you later.